Your mic?
Her mouse.
Oh.
Hello. Okay, it looks like. There we go. Okay, we're good.
Yay.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
To Salacious Sips.
A Drinky Book Club?
That is what we do.
We drink and we talk about books-ish.
Sometimes.
Sometimes we get to the books.
There's always drinking.
Or book stuff involved.
Occasionally, books are the topic.
I mean, true.
I'm Laurel.
I'm Stina.
I'm Claire.
And today is happy hour? We don't know what we're talking about.
A mixed bag of things.
Yeah.
Life be lifin', so we couldn't decide what we were going to do today.
Sorry, when you said bag, I was like, I'm still holding Confetti Johnson here. I was like, bag of dicks, bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks.
Yes.
I'd like that too. Life has been a mixed bag of dicks.
I mean,
I'm going to use that now. I am so going to use that. Stealing my-
dude, it's not January.
No.
It's the beginning of March.
It is March now.
Yeah.
Let's see. We woke up and apparently there's another war or some shit happening.
Oh,
Is
I
the
don't
only thing
know.
we're gonna mention because this is fucking ridiculous.
February was like a side town in Kansas. Blink and you'll miss it.
Look, we're the elder millennial crew-ish, most part.
I like Oregon Trail personally, but yes.
And we've lived through too much history and we're tired. So this is our escape.
I'm tired of, yeah.
So at least one of the things we're going to do is attempt to pick the next book club book.
So we were trying to make it easy on ourselves. Instead of a genre, we just said pick 2 from your TBR. And so we all wrote them. And, you know, Confetti Johnson here has a real good suction cup on the end.
We're going to attempt to chuck them at a whiteboard.
Extra points if we can actually get him to stick to the whiteboard.
But like I was saying before, my dad and I used to like practice throwing knives with really long screwdrivers in the lawn. So I might be good at this. I'm hoping.
Apologies for that. I don't know what's happening.
She ravaged her artificial light thing here, and now it's playing Old Lang Syne like it's trying to tell her that it's okay. I don't know.
I have no idea what's happening. And
We think it's an alarm, but it just keeps randomly going off.
I'm going to see how much suction it takes to stick Confetti Johnson here.
We apologize for the subtle beeping that's happening.
Oh, it's pretty easy, guys.
Yes, it chuck, but can we chuck it and
Yeah,
make it land?
that's
is
the question.
Okay, well, I don't
We've been here for
know.
5 minutes, and this episode is already descending
Okay, I'm going
into
to check the
anarchy.
deck again. Give me a second.
There's no promises that we're not going to have buttons happening, so we'll see.
I'm going to try again. Maybe if I start with the tip first, and it'll rotate enough.
Stina, it took the light with it.
Okay, maybe we leave the markers off the whiteboard as they fall.
Okay.
Okay, so we might lose the mics a couple of times because we're going crazy, but we're gonna
We'll see.
this is shared on they'll be shared on our socials because we're recording actually visually doing this.
Let's see.
Um,
Should we say what ones we have up there just for fun?
Well, they'll show up, but yes, we can.
For those of you who are maybe don't have the social media open next to you as you listen to this episode.
Yeah, because I never do that.
Well, it'll possibly also post like the next day because
But
my
still be
ass
fun.
is not great at doing
Yeah,
things
exactly.
properly.
So we have We Who Will Die by Stacia Stark. Second to the Right by T.S. Kinley. Hunt on Dark Waters, Katie Robert. The Elysian
Yes.
Trials by Dean Hoxa. Brimstone, Callie Hart, and Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver.
Okay, so I might be going in and out as I get the camera set up for this.
But we definitely want to try throwing this sucker out.
Yeah.
It does stick well. I just don't. I think it's too heavy to stick when thrown, but it does stick. We might just have to stick it under the one we hit the most often.
Yeah.
Like everybody gets so many chances to throw the dick.
Yes, everyone gets a chance to throw the dick.
We're all going to throw the dick.
Best of 3 or best of 6.
Yeah, best
or-
of 3.
Well, we put 6 up there. Maybe we should have 2 throws per person.
I don't know.
Okay, let's just try it out.
Okay, I'm gonna
You wanna
start
go
up
first?
the video.
Who wants to-
here
okay,
we
okay.
go. Okay, we're recording, and hopefully this makes sense.
Okay, who wants to throw first?
You've got.
You're closest
I got
to
the
it.
dick. Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Am I gonna? Okay, I'm just gonna throw.
That hit nothing.
Okay, well,
so my
you throw it
question
next.
is, okay, but
How are we
like,
gonna do this?
but like the tip of it kind of touched Who Will Die.
Well, let's all try to throw it once and see.
Yeah, I was gonna-
we might have to
Okay,
come
so
up with
this
it.
is a test.
It's not gonna stick. It's too heavy. Hunt on dark waters, technically. Can you throw it from a...
I'm gonna hurl this across the room.
Go for it, girl. Go for it. Oh, yeah.
Don't try this at
Put your
home.
microphone down.
Don't try this at home.
No.
Holding the mic, holding the camera.
I completely missed the whiteboard, and it laid it in a basket on a shelf.
On a shelf.
Okay.
I have a
I
terrible
found him.
throwing arm.
I found him.
This is how you all learn.
Do you want to try that again, hun?
Yes, please.
Okay, here.
I'm gonna aim a little higher
Yeah,
this time.
higher. Aim higher.
Oh.
Now, which one does that count for? That one?
I just redeemed myself.
Yeah, you did.
Let's just say that counts as second to the right. That's closest.
I can't believe I just did that.
Okay, so hold on. Laurel, circle that one, or put a star by that one. The ones that we...
1, 2, and that's a circle.
Yes, because that one actually landed.
I told you it would.
I genuinely cannot believe I just did that.
I can't get it unstuck.
Oh my god.
Okay, go, Laurel. It's your
Oh my
turn.
god.
I'm trying to decide on what kind of rotation I need for this. Okay.
Well, now Laurel's gonna get competitive.
Maybe we should all set up where Claire is.
What did that
Maybe
count?
we should all set up where she is, because that seems to give... That we're still not hitting anything.
Let me try again. Okay.
Just rebounded across the room.
Shit. Pardon my French.
Which one did that kind of get by?
The first time it hit dark
Waters. And the second one kind of sort of hit on We Who Will Die. So 2 for each of those, I guess.
Did it? I don't know.
There we go.
I mean, Laurel was sort of aiming, and she sort of hit her targets.
Okay. You can do it. You can do it, Stina.
If you take out the light, I'm gonna laugh.
I know. Don't take out the light.
I'm stepping on the light.
Okay, now is that Hunt on Dark Waters
Yeah.
or Leather and Lark?
I don't know.
I feel like this needs like a curling, like Olympics curling level. Like they
know.
get
You know
this
what?
thing out to measure them.
It's between those two.
Okay, so
I guess
one for
circle
each.
both. Yeah, circle both because it's stuck.
Okay,
And then we'll after.
Claire.
I'm sorry.
That's my name.
After Claire throws, we'll figure. Then we'll keep throwing.
You can do it. Oh, dang.
I just knocked all the markers off the rack.
Wait, no, there's still one.
Oh man, I better get that one on this next run.
You left one marker on the...
I'm gonna try this
Board.
from the air.
Okay.
Oh,
That was Hunt on Dark Waters, just saying.
That was Hunt on Dark Waters. And it nearly knocked Laurel out.
If you knock me out with that
and Via,
confetti
let's
Johnson.
set the stupid alarm off again.
Can you just
If
unplug that
you
thing?
knock me out with confetti Johnson, we're
No.
gonna have issues.
No, because the light's plugged into it. Okay,
Okay,
so
I'm getting warm. I shouldn't wear a sweatshirt.
I know.
Like, might have to
We-
borrow a t-shirt from you, girl.
so we should erase the top 3 and then attempt to throw on the bottom 3. Or did we hit Hunt on Dark Waters enough that we just go with that
I feel
one?
like Hunt on Dark Waters is the winner because we've hit it 3 times and it's been circled. So
it had a bouncy dick.
Okay,
did,
so
yeah.
we have our next book, Hunt on Dark Waters.
I nailed it
Yeah, you did.
with the dick.
Okay, I'm gonna go put it up there. Ready? Okay.
Yep, put it up there, hit, and have the dick. Perfect.
Yay!
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording up here.
Yeah.
I want to see the playback of that.
We will. Oh, okay. Now we can turn this sucker off and it will stop going off on us. I hope. Okay. And that was mostly sober for all of us.
Yeah, it was-
Mostly, yes.
Though,
We haven't even drank that much.
no, but I do need a refill.
Of the
On the
cooch?
cooch?
Or-
No, let's go for something else this time. That was
The
very
mead?
nice, but I had to cut it because
We've
What
got
do we have?
Mead,
we've
rosé.
got old fashioned. We've got cooch. We got hot chocolate, Mexican hot chocolate.
give me the
Motherfucking
give me the
fuckface.
mead, please.
battery?
What? Why?
Take the batteries out.
Thanks. Yep. Appreciate it, girl.
I got you.
How do you... Mother...
Here.
Yeah.
Is it like an alarm or something?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the first time that shit's gone off. No, I'm hot.
I'm hot too.
It's the cooch.
It must be. So she attempted to make sangria on girls' night, and the day before last, and Stina's sangria is so strong we could not call it sangria because, I mean, she put like a nominal splash of fruit juice in there just to say it was sangria, along with some. You want to tell what y'all put in it? Because
So again, this is
there
one
was
of those,
wine.
Yes.
but-
So this is one of those measure with your heart situations when I make my so-called quote unquote sangria that we have now rebranded as cooch.
Because we decided hooch and then cooch was better.
How do you turn this bitch off?
I don't know.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go put it in the other room.
You
Hold
didn't
on.
take the batteries out?
It's not a battery. It's like a
yeah. It's
it's like
gonna
a
keep singing to us, I think.
clip of some sort. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Well,
Here, hand it to me. I'm on the
Go put it outside. Make it think about its life choices.
Sing to the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, pause.
That was unhinged even for us.
I enjoyed the shit out of that.
That was unhinged even for us.
We need to do this more often.
This was
Yeah,
we need
I
to
like
hurl-
that. Even
we
if
need
we
to
have a
hurl
genre.
Confetti Johnson across the room way
Yeah,
more.
I need to work on my suction cup skills. Though. I need
Yeah.
to get the spin just right because it will suction pretty well.
You have to grip the head in just the right way before you fling him.
I'm
Wink,
normally
wink.
good with these things.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Please put that in the episode.
Should we just call this wink, wink, nudge, nudge?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Anyway.
I'm normally good at that.
So yeah.
No, I think it should be Claire has a terrible throwing arm.
We'll figure it out. We might say more unhinged shit. So again, we had girls' night a couple of nights ago because
Yeah.
world, and we were all very much not wanting to think, so we potlucked it and had pizza and all the cheese. And
We
more
talked about a
cheese.
movie and then never made it there.
Yes. And I was like, well, I don't know what to make. I don't know if I wanted to bake anything. And then somehow we rounded out to maybe I'll just make my sangria.
Which is lethal. I can attest that it is lethal.
The wine in
I
it is the only
blacked
thing,
out the
obviously,
last
that
time I
counts
had
as
it.
fruit, except for the fruit bobbing in it.
We had some
Yeah.
fruit juice to give it some color. And
Barely.
It just depends on my mood, but I don't like red sangria, so it's a white sangria. I used my favorite rosé, sparkling rosé, the Riondo sparkling rosé.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use tropical flavors of rum,
She measured with her heart.
some vodka,
Yeah. Lots.
and Grand Marnier.
And her heart said, black your friends out.
And I accidentally wasn't paying much attention, put all the booze in, including the wine, and the pitcher to the top of the handle, so the base of the hand on the top, it was filled with liquor to the top of the hand. I was like, okay, I can put some fruit juice in it, put some in, and then realized there was no
Nominal
more
amount.
room. So I had to pour some of it out into a mason jar and then put more fruit juice in and then and then realized that doesn't work. So poured more out and then filled a mason jar. And I was like, okay, that works. Threw some fruit in, covered it up, let it sit and get all the flavors melded. And then when everyone got here, I put a little bit of Sprite in it.
It legally qualifies as a fishbowl, which is what we used to do in college. And
I
everyone would
only-
just bring a handle of whatever cheap liquor they had, and we would all pour it in a glass.
But I don't.
I
do
only
that.
had like a single or double shot of that shit. And I was
don't
like,
have any
okay,
of
moving
it.
on to the old fashions that our friend's husband makes. And
And one of our friends, I was like, okay, so I texted everybody in our girls' chat and was like, okay, so I'll admit it, this time it might be a little strong. So I don't think we should call it sangria anymore.
no, you
And
shouldn't.
one of our friends was like, call it hooch. And I, in my infinite smutty mind, read it as cooch.
Of course.
And
Yep.
so that is what we decided to name it.
So that's what it is.
There's no recipe. It's
And I got all the charcuterie board, so I said we could call it a coochie board.
Coochie board.
yeah, so the theme of girls' night was cooch and
guess
coochie boards and penises.
Oh, and butts. Don't forget the butts.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about butts.
Mostly because you're watching that show.
Yes. Heated Rivalry. The butts are glorious.
They're so bubbly and pretty.
but you sent me pictures and my phone censored the pictures. I had to okay like 3 different ways to get to see the butts.
Yes.
I mean, this reminds me of high school when like someone tried to ban Romeo and Juliet. And I was
the
like,
Baz Luhrmann one?
No, the Leonard Zeffirelli.
Oh.
Because his butt is so nice.
It is very
Really?
nice.
They tried to ban
that
it
one?
because they didn't want to see the butt in the Leonard Zeffirelli version. I'm like, seriously?
And see, we got to see both.
We got to see both as well. But
and like the butt, you see Leo's butt in the Baz Luhrmann
Yes.
one.
oh, do we?
Yes.
I'm gonna
I
have to
watched
watch that. It's been
It's
a while.
young Leo's butt.
I
I
watched the Baz
know.
Luhrmann one as like a sophomore.
I know.
in high
Well,
school.
no, well, see, it came out when I was in middle school, but so when I was a freshman, like 2 years later, then we watched both of them, and it was great. But yeah, someone tried to get it banned in my high school because of the butt. Seriously,
Look, butts.
everyone has a butt.
Yes.
and his is so nice.
It's very
Oh,
nice.
Leonard Whiting is his name.
So Laurel
By the way.
hasn't seen Heated Rivalry yet,
no, I haven't.
but there is a little Laurel
But I've seen some
around.
pictures. Yeah, I can't just watch it willy nilly
Claire saw it first.
or butt nilly.
I did, but in all fairness, I also live alone, so I can basically just accidentally watch what is basically porn on HBO.
This
without
marker
anyone
feels
judging
alone
me.
with all his friends on the floor.
Perfect.
There we go.
And so I knew I was going to want to watch it and enjoy it. But I hesitated for a bit because if I go back down a hockey rabbit hole, it will never end. And I was right.
Well, now you're in the hockey fanfic rabbit hole. The
Spe-
Heated Rivalry fanfic
Game
rabbit
changers,
hole.
specifically
Yes.
Shane and Ilya right now. But
But at least you have a new one.
yes, so I watched the show and was really intrigued. And so I read, so don't hate me on this. I did not read the entire series. I will in order, but I was really curious about how the books and their show play together.
Mhm.
So I got Heated Rivalry, which is the book on Shane and Ilya, and then I bought the book for the sequel book for it. So there's a couple other books in between in the series, and I got the next book with Shane and Ilya, and I wanted to see what happened. And I fell in love with the story and found out there is the next book that's coming out in that series is also a continuation of their story. But I also saw that the author, whose name suddenly blanked on me,
Rachel Reed.
Yes, Rachel Reed. For her mental health and some other reasons, is delaying the publishing of that book.
She has rheumatoid arthritis or something
Oh
like
no,
that.
it was she has Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Oh.
That's
So
it.
she had a
okay.
flare up. So she's
Yes,
and just to be
but it's
safe.
still coming out in May.
Yeah, it's coming out
April?
in 2027. She's delayed it to 27.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, you know what? Go girl. Prioritize your health.
No,
Yeah.
I
We
don't
can
blame
wait.
her.
The fandom is prolific, and oh my god,
Not like
they're
we have been waiting for ACOTAR and
right.
Fourth Wing shit.
Look, man, I've been sitting around like 15 years waiting for the last fucking Game of Thrones.
Damn it.
If she just like delays it for a year, that's totally
You're
fine.
like,
I haven't
okay.
caught up on the rest of them anyway. Like, full disclosure, I have not read. I watched the TV show. I haven't read the
Yes.
books yet. I haven't gotten around to the book. Like, I had heard of the
I
books.
agree. Yeah.
Right.
Well, okay. So I'm one group has read People We Meet on Vacation, and I still haven't finished it, but I'm more than halfway, and there's no fucking. Just saying, and it's obvious. And then,
I wonder if it's like ACOTAR, where all the fucking is in the last chapter.
well, I like Emily Henry, but this one's super fluff. But I get to watch a Netflix movie afterward, right?
yeah.
So that'll be good. And then my other group just met last night, and okay, so I should probably tell you all about it sometime. But it's Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone.
I have heard that she used like really spicy.
Super spicy. She has like Priest and a whole bunch of others, and so this one isn't exactly what I expected, but it's very spicy. And by the time I went last night, I was most the way through it. I had like 5 or 10 chapters left at the most. Well, maybe 5. And it was all male. And he owns a kink club and all this stuff. So,
I do enjoy some of the books where it's owners of kink clubs, and some of it's like some of the ones I've read, they're super kinky, and then some it's just like they own the club, but they themselves maybe aren't that kinky.
Oh, no, he's kinky. But it's just, yeah. And then, so what I found out today as I was trying to finish it is that even though he's in this very hot and heavy relationship with his bodyguard, that he's engaged, the kink club owner, and bodyguard that loves him now does not know that.
Oh
no.
fuck.
So yeah, sorry about spoilers. I'm going to spoil some more. So what I also figured out was he sends bodyguard that loves him to go pick up his fiance that he just found out about.
Power move. Wow.
I know. Get this.
Wow.
Beautiful bodyguard is Tristan. You know what her name is, right? Isolde. Of course it is.
Of course.
And you know, in Tristan and Isolde, right? He loves the guy that takes care of him, and he lives in his house, right? He lives at the Kink Club, and then he falls in love with the wife, or in this case, the fiance. And Tristan and Isolde have, and I'm like, I didn't know this was gonna be like kinky classics.
Right.
So now I have kinky classics going on. I'm almost done with it.
Yeah, no, I am getting tangled in cables.
So I'm like, shit, is he going to try to kill him? Because it's been a while since I read Tristan and Isolde, but I'm pretty sure Tristan tries to kill,
I don't remember.
like, step-uncle or uncle or whoever it was that he loves that is marrying Isolde or is married Isolde. It's been a little while. And I also bought Leather and Lark since we read Butcher and Blackbird. So I'm glad you put that up there, even if Confetti Johnson didn't pick it.
He didn't know.
Look, I read the entire series the next day.
So I do own it now because I keep thinking I'm going to.
Oh, I read the entire rest of that series right after we recorded the next day and was just like, and we just lost Confetti Johnson.
He just fell on the floor. Sorry, it just scared me.
It's good and it's very, very unhinged. Like it gets more unhinged. I mean, it's none of it comes. I think
the Ruinous Trilogy, the Ruinous Love Trilogy.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I will say it's nothing as unhinged as the first book got.
So there's Tourist Season. You could read that. That's a new one now.
That was
I think that one's actually on Kindle Unlimited. I've seen that one come up a couple
and
times.
the second book isn't released yet. But
Yeah.
Leather and Lark is Lark is hilarious. I love Lark. And then that trilogy has a little novella
Spark and Sparrow.
that is on Kindle Unlimited, and it features all of that.
Sigh and Sparrow.
Okay.
And that one's hilarious.
Okay. Good to know.
And then Tourist Season.
So
I mean, I've got that one on my TBR. Well, I mean, I own Leather and Lark. It's on my TBR, but
yes.
So
okay. So when I went to buy Leather and Lark, I got something. So close your eyes and hold out your hands, and we will get a little surprise. And if you want to trade them, it does not hurt my feelings.
Oh, glitter penis bookmarks.
I love this. Oh my god!
And if we want to trade colors, I just want to make sure they're all different. So
Cockmark.
Cockmarks.
I love this.
This is awesome.
I love
Yay.
this. I'm here for this.
Oh my god, I love it.
So
I'm obsessed.
We have to have a cockmark.
Yes.
Mine says Twilight Cockmark bookmark.
Does it? What does mine
Is that
say?
on the tags?
Mine just says
dark and
glitter
brooding.
cockmark.
Huh?
Because it's dark and brooding.
Yes, because I have a black cockmark.
I have a purple cockmark.
What does yours say on your tag?
Mine is silver.
Mine's
Oh,
not
where
black.
does
What
it
the
say?
tag says something.
Shit fire! I wanted the plastic too. I'm gonna have to buy another cock.
It just says glitter cockmark.
I thought they were all these like.
Mine says Twilight Cockmark.
Mine was supposed to be plastic.
Oh,
too.
I think Twilight is like the black color, not like.
Yeah.
I mean,
They got a tassel.
Because I feel like the silver one, because they like sparkled. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's like it's our glitter dicks.
Yep.
I
We
know.
have glitter dicks.
I love them.
Take with us.
Okay.
I'm still kind of disappointed mine's not plastic. Like I thought they were all those fun plastic. That you know what I mean?
No, mine
have
is.
plastic.
I think literally made of wood.
Mine's too.
Pun intended.
Okay. There's a picture of cockmark. Here, give me your cockmarks. We're going to take a picture of them.
Okay, here. Let me
As
take
we
'em.
get sidetracked from what we're doing yet again.
Let me take the condom off my cockmark.
Betty Johnson approves.
Here.
It's coming.
We'll leave it in the thingy.
Oh,
It looks like it's coming. The way I have
Yeah,
laid
it
out.
does. That's a good point.
yeah. I think that's
The
by
idea.
design.
God damn it, he's not plugged in.
Here.
No,
Just,
we got flash. I'm a dumbass.
yeah, I was
There
gonna
we go.
say, or just turn the flashlight on your phone.
The tassels make it look like it's spraying.
Yeah.
Woo woo. I thought I got all those
I
the
love
like
these,
thick
Laurel.
plasticky ones for us.
I love these. No, I think the wooden one actually. I love the double entendre of the wooden cockmark.
There we go. Okay, everybody's got a cockmark.
I don't.
Here's your cockmark. Here's the cockmark.
Thank
We
you.
all have cockmarks.
Yay for cockmarks.
Woohoo! But yeah, I've been in my lovely Heated Rivalry deep dive. I'm sorry, I got so obsessed with
I haven't
them.
read Heated
I started
yet.
watching Connor's Story and Hudson. What's his last name? I keep forgetting.
Have you read it or
William?
just watched the show, Claire?
No.
I think it's Williams.
I've just watched the show. I think it's Williams.
Yeah, it's Williams. And I love their personalities. So, for anyone who hasn't seen it, like Laurel,
Yeah.
Connor Story plays Ilya Rozanov, and he is the Russian.
Yes.
And Hudson Williams plays Shane Hollander.
Sorry, I gotta get my cock mark in here.
And so it's their life through hockey and how
And they're both hockey players.
and hockey, essentially hockey prodigies, hockey stars. They're the best of the best. And they
Yeah.
fall in love through a series of stories, except they start by hooking up. But my whole thing is, in the show, Ilya gives you the daddy vibes, the dark and broody, badassy kind of. And Shane is very much the baby girl, the very kind of innocent, slightly naive-ish.
Yeah, everything kind of looks like it's going over Shane's head a little bit.
Yeah, and if you watch some of the interviews, Hudson has actually mentioned that Rachel Reed, the author, has actually said that Shane is on the spectrum,
Yes.
and so he has that little bit of that vibe,
Yes.
but it's nothing extreme. It's just a touch of.
If you squint, you'll see
Yeah,
it. Like,
you
you squint, you'll see it, and you'll be like, "Oh, yeah, no, he's totally playing it off this way." But like, it's not.
it's
Not beating you over the head.
No,
with it.
and it's very much like. It's just he's just slightly awkward in situations and uncomfortable, and
So is everybody.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, like,
But I love that they've got that dynamic. But then when you watch the interviews, Hudson Williams is the daddy.
Connor's Story is an actual like 5-year-old in an adult's body.
He is adorable, and it's like I love watching because Hudson is so unhinged, and it is the best
Yes.
thing
Yes.
ever. It is so good.
And you don't need to understand anything about hockey. Like, I was a
Oh,
little concerned
no.
getting into it. I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know shit about hockey." Yeah, you don't actually need to know anything about the hockey. Just look at the nice butts.
Yes. Oh my God, the beautiful butts.
Just look at the nice butts.
Yes, the butts. We actually looked at what times during girls' night, what time the butts show up on screen.
Yes. And episode 3 involves involves 5 minutes of double entendres about smoothies.
Yes.
Oh.
That I laughed so hard I had to pause.
Yes. So the episode 1, the butts show up at 13, 28, and 35 minutes ish, give or take a few seconds.
Just so you know.
Just so anyone wants to go look at those pretty boy butts. But yeah, the double entendres, the flirting, the butts do taper off towards episode 5 and 6, because you get into the heart of the story. You get into the more emotional, where they realize they're not just fuck buddies anymore.
The whole story comes together in the last couple of episodes. So like they have a very casual relationship, and I want to stress that like the first several episodes are over the course of several years.
Yes.
Right? There's a lot of time skips, I believe, in the books.
Yes, there
that
are.
are happening.
It's like 6 months, and then it narrows down as the story progresses.
Yeah, and it's not super obvious about it in the TV show. Like I had to go back and watch it a second time, and it was like, oh, they're like skipping time. Like
they
like,
flash it on the screen
Yeah.
really quickly.
because it's kind of a little bit of like, oh, they'll catch each other in between seasons, or if they're playing each other's teams, because they're always on opposing teams.
yeah, and
right? So,
they only really meet up when they're at awards shows, or when when they face each other in games, or like an all-star game.
Yes, yes, and Shane is not out.
Neither of them are.
Neither of them are really out. Shane, very much in particular, is not, and Ilya isn't either. But Ilya, I think, has a little bit more of like a hand wavy.
He's Russian.
He's Russian. I mean, he's just kind of like, if they find out,
He's
find out.
Yeah, he's
right?
European, so it's always that.
But Shane very much is not, and so I mean they're kind of hiding it, but Shane is trying harder to hide it.
Are they
than
hiding
Ilya
it? Are they
is.
gay or are they just bi?
So
Ilya is bi.
Ilya is bi, and Shane is gay, but it takes him a while to come to terms with it. And I just said Ilya is like Russian and European, and that doesn't make any sense. But they use it kind of interchangeably a little bit. Sometimes it's a little hand wavy in some of the book. Not in the book, but in like the fan fiction. Again, if I get things confused, it is because I have been going back and forth between book, fan fiction, and show. I apologize
It's
for
all
anyone
running
who gets
together.
confused.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of the evolution of that relationship, especially in hockey, which is very testosterone fueled.
Very macho.
Very macho. Like any of the contact sports, it's...
Yeah.
And these
People
books...
don't expect,
No, and they actually lean into it in the next part of the Shane and Ilya story. I don't know about the other books. I haven't read it, but they talk about that in the next book that features Shane and Ilya as the center of it. And I have to say, the way that's done, that second book, The Long Game, it's just kind of how and it's over like months instead of, it's each chapter is like in the next month or something, or a couple weeks later. It's very quick. It goes into mental health issues. It goes into homophobia and sexism. Not so much sexism, just because it is a queer, it's all about queer men predominantly. But the way it's captured is really, really well done. I really liked it. Which is why I'm buying these books, and I got sucked into this fandom. And shout out to all the fucking fanfic writers. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. They're prolific in the
They are
Heated
prolific,
Rivalry.
and not all the ones that I love the most that I've actually bookmarked to reread. They get the vibes of the characters, and the Russian, that's English is the second language kind of vibes, like all of that done so well.
Oh yeah,
it is so well done.
For sure. I know the Heated Rivalry fandom has a handful of published or wanting to be published authors. Like a lot of times what authors will do is they'll just kind of like test the waters on AO3. There have been a lot of authors who have made the jump from fan fiction to publishing, and some fan fictions have actually been rewritten for publishing. Not gonna name any names, but
you know what they are.
If you know, you know. But yeah, I mean, like there's like some really genuinely good shit out there on the internet, free for you to like consume with your eyeballs.
Yes, and I'm having the best time with it, which is great because it got me out of the other fanfic rabbit hole I was in, which I still kind of revisit.
Yeah, go back and forth.
Because there's certain stories that are still not finished that I'll go back and reread and read the next chapter, but it's getting me out, and reading Butcher and Blackbird got me out of the reading slump for a moment. So
for a little while.
Yeah, we had fun with it.
We did.
And we talked a lot about butts on girls' night and penises. God, there were so many penis discussions.
Yeah, there were.
I mean, Heated Rivalry kept coming back up, and then we moved to the couch, and then Stina spent an inordinate amount of time telling everybody that they needed to watch it.
Yes,
it's
even
good.
longer
it's
than on here.
genuinely
Even
good.
longer.
But the butts are so pretty.
It is very good. It is porn with plot, but it's very well done porn with plot.
Yeah, and it was done by this tiny little studio in Canada.
Yeah.
They did get a second season.
They did. They do. There is a second season coming.
Which is why I immediately had to read.
Which is funny because you have to think that like Connor Story and Hudson Williams were these like absolute nobodies until like, I don't know, 2 months ago. And Connor Story just hosted Saturday Night Live.
And Hudson showed up.
Hudson showed up, yes. Oh yeah.
I love that they have matching tattoos.
I love that. Yeah. I love that for them. And to hear Connor's story talk as not Ilya
God, right?
It's extremely jarring. It's extremely jarring. He apparently
has a totally different voice.
He has a totally different voice.
It's a whole,
the Russian is like a lower. It's like kind of more like back of your throat, like more guttural language. And Connor Story's an American. He's from like the Northeast somewhere or something like that.
Yeah.
Like so he has like a very totally normal American accent. But like you don't expect it. Like I genuinely thought that he was Russian. Like he played it off so well. I was like, oh, this is incredible. They got this Russian actor to come in and do this. No. Connor Story is from like fucking Detroit. Like,
and he talks about it at interviews where like there's a scene where he's surrounded by Russian speakers and it's all in Russian. To the point where the actors that were only speaking Russian could have sworn he was Russian.
Yes.
And like during their breaks in between takes, because he stayed in the accent the entire time they recorded.
Yes. And he was being tutored the whole time and like totally immersed himself in the Russian.
And it got to the point where someone off camera was trying to have a conversation with him in Russian. And he had to be like, no,
I don't actually know what I'm doing. He said that he kept the accent up the whole time, and then he saw somebody at the rap party and scared the shit out of them because he just like started talking normally and they were like, what the fuck?
Right, and I think that a lot of like the British actors do that too, where they stay in their American accent while filming. If they're
The
supposed
British
to play
do
American.
the best accents.
Oh gosh, yeah.
They always do such a good job of accent.
Although we have to say, Connor Story somehow pulled it off the other way.
Dude, man, he pulled it off so well.
Good.
He pulled it off so well.
Yeah, so
That's impressive.
That's unfortunately my current rabbit hole.
It's all right. It's not a bad rabbit hole to be.
Well, and telling Dougie about it, he's like, "You're what?" He got so confused because the book and the show have the same title. And I was just telling him, and he's like, "I'm so confused." It's like, "It's okay, don't worry."
The show's about the books. Of course, it has the same title.
Yes. Did anyone watch the new Bridgerton?
I have not watched it yet. I want to so bad.
So I did not do what I was supposed to do and watch it in order. I decided I wanted to see how they like closed it out.
No. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'm not. I'm just I don't know how I feel.
You know, I love my Bridgerton. I read all the books, so I have been a little upset about things here and there, as a lot of people are. But we shall see. I gotta say that even though I like Benedict's book was the worst book in the whole series, and I felt like it was a cheap Cinderella knockoff, and I did not like it.
I feel like they could have done Violet better based on that book, because in Benedict's book in Bridgerton, Violet
stands up
and is a powerhouse.
Yeah,
in a way
she is.
That maybe not everyone expects in the books, but they don't do it exactly the same in the show, which bothers me a lot.
I liked that part.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. And yeah, I don't know. I'm sad that they don't have Daphne and the Duke of Hastings show up more, because they play in the other stories.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see them a little
And they
more.
like, especially with like Penn and Colin,
right,
and how that was in the books, because like when Penn is revealed as Whistledown, spoilers if you haven't seen this or read the books,
right.
The Duke of Hastings is there and is one of the first to support.
They back her up, yeah,
and make it so she's not ostracized, kind of deal. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it, because they rushed what's her name's some of that story with what's her bucket.
Eloise?
No, not Eloise.
Oh,
The
not Penelope.
sister that
Francesca?
Yes.
Yeah, and they're all kind of smushed together in a way that they weren't in the books per se. Because
the timelines don't.
the timeline's a little different, because you didn't have Eloise running off until the masquerade, I think, and you didn't have people finding out Penelope until
the timeline in the
like when they announced their wedding, and
because the books are the timeline and they mix everything up.
right, because like Penelope doesn't find Eloise doesn't find out about Penelope
until after she's married.
Until she's already there, with Sir Philip, and she's getting married, and they're hurt then, not earlier.
And so they move. I mean, that's fine. That happens. You do those adaptations.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like they did Violet dirty in the last
I'm just
episode.
worried about Eloise, because she was my very favorite character in the books, and then
I didn't like her story very much.
No, I hated her story. They really pawned her off on Sir Philip, and he was a nothing burger, and she was so cool, and she just ended up with him for no reason. She was stuck with him, and it just wasn't that great. It wasn't romantic. She wasn't like happily ever after. I hated it. And I love all those books, so I was really sad, because she's my favorite character.
There's a 4-book Regency book series that I loved. It was the Wallflowers series by Lisa. I can never pronounce her last name.
Kleypas?
I just
the
Wallflowers.
I just bought the first Wallflowers book for my mom.
Those are dirty.
Good.
They're all the husbands are reformed rakes.
Oh shoot!
Oh.
I bought that first one for my mom a couple weeks ago, and just gave it to her.
The one that I love the most is the winter. Which one is it?
Yeah, it was the Wallflower series. Because I was like, oh, Mom, it's a series. And I looked it up. I hadn't read it. I was like, I'll read it if you say it's good.
Of it, my favorite is Devil in Winter of that series. Because Evie is supposed to be the, most...
See, I haven't read any of them yet.
Wallflowery of the wallflowery
Right.
ones. But her father, I'm not giving anything away, you can read, is, a club, quote unquote, owner. So he owns a gambling club essentially, and she forces a marriage, and the guy falls hard, and he is of the rakes, he's the rakiest rake, and
Everybody likes a good rake.
yes, and all of the books are so good. Because one ends up marrying a duke and ends up becoming powerful. The other ones marry wealthy Americans, and it's a really good series.
Oh, cool. Well,
It's
I might
one
have
of
to
the
read them. I'll have to get that
Regencies.
one from my mom after she reads it.
They're spicy. They're
All right.
not super spicy like some of the spicy,
Right.
but they are nicely spicy.
All right.
Those are the ones I'll go back to, especially Devil in Winter. I'll check it out from Libby periodically just to read it because it's fun.
My mom was
Why
like,
not,
oh, I think
right?
I remember this author. And we looked up some, all of her stuff on Goodreads, and it was she's like, yeah, I probably read this one here in the 90s, you know.
So if she's read her, then she should be fine. But
I
the
think she'll be
Wallflower
okay.
series, I really enjoy.
Oh, good.
It's one of the few Regencies that I'll go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Because hockey smut. I'm sorry. No shame here.
I can't get into it, but I respect it.
Emily Rath, try pucking around. It's a thick-ass book.
I read those Regency Emily Rath ones. Woof.
Yeah. Spicy hockey. Glitter dicks, tentacle dildo,
Oh my.
bisexuals.
All the things.
It's great.
Yeah.
One guy who has a massive cock but also has no refractory period.
Oh. Well, that's not normal.
And they talk about it where they're
That's
like
a fan fiction thing.
It must be.
the other boys will be they'll talk about doing it's how long does it, how much time do you need? And they're the female character, I can't remember her name right now, is do you want to tell him I should die?
Yeah.
It's he has none.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
How much
and
time do I need?
it's the little novellas they have that are the extended epilogues that she releases every so often that continues their stories are super adorable, but also very, very spicy too.
It's I want to add on some more spice just for fun in this
Yeah,
chapter.
I love Emily Rath is really good at smut, but bitch, I need to get away from the smut a little bit though. I think.
Yeah, no. I needed a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Because we've got recommendations from friends who know about this. And college hockey romance has been recommended, but I've also already read all of those.
Yes.
L. Kennedy books. So I'm trying to get back into other books
Yes, I'm into other books.
that maybe have a love story involved, but aren't
Maybe.
focused on.
Yeah, that's not exclusively
that's not just smut.
the plot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so many of mine are on my TBR. I've noticed, they're right now they're romantasy, and it's just kind of like smut. There's only so much world building and stuff, and different kinds of creatures, and how the creatures are different in these different book series that you want to deal with every time. And I love them. I really love them, but I'm also okay, I've done some dragons, I've done some vampires. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I've done some fae. Let's get away from that.
And I keep looking at the
'Cause I
Throne
love
of
'em.
Glass series. Because I have them all. I have that and Crescent City, and I really do want to get into reading them. But
Claire and I stopped at 4, almost the same spot accidentally, and we still haven't picked them back up.
Yeah, I haven't picked them back up. But there was a lot. I kind of had to stop them right there in the fall when
Yeah.
life kind of lifed real bad in the last half of 2025.
And I'm thinking maybe this summer when I the
Yeah.
sun's out and I can make myself get going again.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll restart the book that I'm on.
And I keep looking at it, and I'm and I have Assassin's Blade. And I was
I read that first.
I
'Cause
kept
that's a
looking at-
whole discussion about what ones to do first. But I read Assassin's Blade.
And so I'm looking at them constantly on my Kindle. I was I could read these, but I'm but that's a commitment because I know
It
me.
is.
I'm the type of person that once I start a series, I have to read it through. And that's I think part of why I'm not reading anything else right now is because I know I want to read the rest of the Game Changers series before I start anything new.
Yeah.
It is a commitment, but I would say it's less of a commitment for you than it is for us. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're
And
going
there's
a little faster.
there's a lot of world building, and there's a little bit of a lull
Mm-hmm.
that happens in it, which is normal with like there's 9 books in the, 9.
If you count Assassin's Blade, right?
Yes.
I am counting Assassin's Blade. I think it's 9.
I read it first because that's what they said
So
to
I mean,
do.
it's like
People
I'm
argue
not-
about that all the
I'm
time.
not comparing it to Harry Potter in the sense of like literary quality, give or take a little. And I think Sarah J. Maas is probably slightly less. Look, man, Donald Trump is almost less problematic than J.K. Rowling is at this point, but it has a lull in it, right? Like Harry Potter has a pretty big lull around like book 5, and it kind of drags into book 6 a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same thing where it's kind of like you have all of this world building, and then the characters kind of like, and Game of Thrones does this too, where the characters kind of like separate, and you end up having like a little bit of a lull where it's just kind of like things are happening, but they're happening in different places.
Yep.
And it's kind of like there's shit going on in one place and shit going on in the other place, and I keep forgetting who the fuck is who, and like, you know, having to remind myself who is who, and there's so many names getting thrown around, and like,
oh yeah,
you know, and I think it was just like too much, and I'm sure that everybody else probably hits kind of like that bump there.
I would think so. I need to maybe just restart this book when I'm ready to keep going.
When I have a longer span of time and nothing else to do,
yeah,
I think I
and
could.
That's the thing with these like long series that are complete. It's hard sometimes to get into it because they take forever.
I mean, the good thing is they're complete, but you know it's just it's such a commitment.
Even for me who reads like really fast, it's like, do I really want to commit like that much time to this series that I know is going to like, yes, it's going to suck me in, but it's also maybe going to drag a little bit. And
yeah, and I almost wonder if I give Crescent City a shot.
The cooch is hitting, guys.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The cooch has hit. Look, we've cut the cooch with Sprite, so
it's not that bad. I don't feel like it's that bad. I feel like I almost need to give Crescent City a shot first.
I don't think I can do that. I think
I need to just give Crescent City a shot and then go back, and it means that I'm gonna have to start all the way over probably with Throne of Glass, but I think it'll go faster in Throne of Glass. Like sometimes what will happen is I'll start a series and I just have the ADHD just gets the better of me, and I can't keep track of everybody, and I'm having a hard time with the plot. And sometimes if I know the story beats already, I can pick up on the other things that are going on because I already kind of know the plot thread.
Right. And it's like, and I think from what I've seen from people who've done all of the deep dives and read everything so far, Crescent City actually does tie into ACOTAR. Like, there are connections. Whereas, like, Throne of Glass, there's lots of theories.
Separate. Yeah, there's theories. But
it's the same overall universe, but maybe the timeline is
it's
a different
implied, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like,
so maybe that's true. Maybe Crescent City, because there's only 3 books, granted 3 very large books.
But Crescent City, I think, stays pretty focused on a core group of characters. Yeah. There's no less than 3. I think there's 4 different like sets of characters.
Oh, lovely.
In Throne of Glass that you're kind of like following. It's like fucking Game of Thrones, man. Like it's, you know.
I don't know if it's that bad. Do you?
Because there's the witches.
Okay, that's
and
true.
And then there's the boys, and then there's
her
Island, and her thing going on, and like she's touching them, and then there's a thing with the Fae, and like there's so that's at least 3 groups of characters.
Yeah, they're kind of moving around
that
a
are
little bit.
Overlapping to some extent, but they don't come together until the very end. So like not everybody's like timelines converge until the end. So there's character building going on with no less than, I think there's like 6 or 8 characters, which this is happening for in 3 different places.
Oh, lovely.
And 3 different plot points going on, like as an undercurrent of all of that. So I think it was just more than I could handle
at the time
in the back half of 2025.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just had to put it down. Not that because they're bad books, they're not bad books.
Right.
It's just
I was plugging along, and then we went on vacation, and I had a lot of time, so I read like a whole the 3rd book.
Yeah.
And then I barely started the 4th one when Little Laurel's school started, and all the after-school activities started, and then the other book club started, and I was like, oh gosh. And then I just petered out.
And we already figure we're probably going to only be talking about ACOTAR as it releases, right?
Right, exactly. So, we've done that.
Yeah.
That
I
probably
mean,
makes
we'll
the
do
most
6 when
sense.
it comes out.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
whenever that happens. But Throne of Glass is going to be one that I think is going to be
Fingers
too
crossed.
hard for us to do.
We're having enough trouble with fucking Akatar.
I know.
guys.
I know. Yeah, but we had so much fun with it. But Akatar
was
was
fun.
easy because they were all, like, more or less contained, right?
True.
It was roughly everyone in the same place at the same time.
Mhm.
And roughly there was one plot going on,
There was
right?
mostly one plot going
And there wasn't a lot of
yeah.
subplot. There weren't subplots going on in 3 completely different fantasy locations.
Yes.
If you get my drift.
True. Fair enough. But hey, look, we're trying to get some variety in.
Yes.
And we'll definitely be doing more Confetti Johnson tosses.
That was unhinged and hilarious.
But no, I mean,
It
we
was
all go-
surprisingly cathartic to throw a rubber suction cup dick across the room
I still
Right?
never got it to suction cup.
it's okay.
next
We'll
time.
keep going.
Next
I
time.
swear, I think it's throwing from that
I
back
have a-
corner. You
I have
got
the-
to get the distance.
I have the distance and the angle.
I need more room for it to rotate.
Yeah.
Come over here next time.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just
Damn it.
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We'll make it work.
Okay.
It's fine.
Rotate faster, maybe? Just
I
it does suction cup pretty well to the
We
wiper.
started this whole thing going, I don't know how we're going to do this.
We didn't even
so,
know it
you
was going
know.
to stick.
Well, I know it
I,
stuck
we
pretty
knew
well.
that it could stick. We just
just
didn't
didn't know
know
if it
that
could-
we would
Okay.
hit the rotation properly for it
I
to
want to try this again. Should I wait till we're done?
stick.
I don't know. You can try it from over.
Go for it, girl.
Good.
All right, I got this.
Wind up and
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I think you do kind of need to be back here because then he rotates the right number of times.
yeah, I think you got to try it from Claire's little corner.
You have to grip him gently by the head and flick your wrist.
Not everybody likes a gentle. I don't know. I guess he does.
He needs to. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we'll need to.
More
it's like knife throwing. You kind of have to just.
Yeah,
like,
you have to be the right distance.
You have to
Too big to like
hold him by the.
rotate
You have to
this
hold him
close.
by the tip gently and get the right number of rotations
Yeah,
And
you're gonna
not
have
hurl
to,
it.
I would go from Claire's corner.
and not hurl it elsewhere in the.
So maybe after
Pod
we'll put you
loft.
in Claire's corner and
Yeah.
try to rotate from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of unhinged. It was a good way to start.
That was a great way to start. We should do that more often.
Just for fun.
You know what? That's what we should do the next time we have a collection of books or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. We'll just
Yeah.
use Confetti Johnson and the whiteboard,
Next time we can't decide what to read. Confetti
which usually
Johnson.
happens more often.
Yeah.
than not.
Okay. All right. Suction cups clean again. Less
Well,
doggy fur. We'll get-
Worst case scenario, just wash them in the sink.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to.
Yes.
Just-
Gently with warm water.
He hasn't been. Yeah, he's got fur on him.
Yeah, he's got fur on him.
He's
no
not-
confetti Johnson should.
He's
have
been
fur.
rolling around on the carpet picking
Hanging
up
up on
dog
his
hair.
tip here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
I really want to get that potted jock strap.
Yes.
Penis coming
Yes.
out
Yes.
from Etsy.
We
The chia pet penis.
just so we know. No, not the chia pet one.
The one
The
that-
planter. We found a planter online. 'Cause
Yeah.
We were thinking that maybe we could have a fun girls' night activity where we, painted penis mugs or something.
The jock pot.
But-
Penis flower pot.
See?
Made by Well Hung Glass Co.
Okay. Oh, is that the one where you like put the flower in the
Where
in
there's
the-
a no, it's
Oh,
the
that
one
one,
where
that's
there's a
right,
jock
that
strap
one.
and the cock is coming out
that
of the
one,
jock.
The one where I thought it was something about
He's
was
just
what
hanging
was the
up
name of
at-
it?
I don't know.
What was the name of it again? Something glorious.
I don't remember. But yeah, no, I really and they recommend what kind of paint to use, and they're paintable.
Or you can just get one and get 2 little round cacti and a big tall cacti.
Yeah, there you go.
But,
Oh, and
but I
there's
do like
some
the painting.
that have the dong and there is no jock strap.
Oh,
it's just the-
I prefer
it's just
that.
the
You see
dingle
ones like
dangle?
that? Is
Monster
this Amazon or
Dong-
Etsy?
Etsy. This is
Okay.
Monster Dong Planter made by Double RR Creation Shop.
Let's see it.
Double
Oh,
dong.
dang.
Well hung.
Yeah.
That is a well hung flower pot.
And like there's one that's painted rainbow.
Somebody's gonna have to hang on to that one. I don't know if that can go back
Yeah.
Oh, and
until I
there are
have my own
balls.
place, and then I'm
There's
gonna have to hide
balls.
him.
There are balls behind him. I didn't notice the balls behind the cock.
What?
Yeah, if you look real close from the side angle, you can see the balls.
It's anatomically accurate.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, you got
But why is
the
he
ball.
orange?
His little
I don't want
testicles.
anything that's orange.
Well, hold on, let me
No
see.
bad Cheetos.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It doesn't
Personal-
say anything
personal issues.
about being paintable. It looks like these are like 3D printed though.
I was gonna say, do they just like come in the colors?
Yeah, it comes in a color, so that those aren't as fun as the paintable ones.
I want a paintable one.
Oh, there's one that's got a. It's got actually getting. It's a planter with a hand job.
Oh. Oh, I told you the other day, little Laurel decided she wants an ice cream cake.
Yes.
And the question from grandparents was, is if you can't get mint chocolate chip, is cookies and cream ice cream okay?
No.
No. We know
No.
too much.
No, we
Not
can't.
after that, but
We've
and
been
I couldn't
burdened.
explain why, but I was like, nope.
We've been burdened.
It's not
a friend
okay.
of ours was like, cookies and creams is our favorite, and we're like,
No.
don't
No.
listen. Don't listen. Don't listen to this episode.
Or just be prepared to
don't.
maybe be traumatized. And
Yeah.
now, like, I love making stuff with orzo pasta.
Nope. No
Can't
orzo.
do
Look,
it.
that bothers me less than the semen ice cream.
Fair.
The orzo pasta I can handle. I can get over that yuck factor. There's something about the ice cream.
Oh.
That
But then that
just-
leads to this
Luckily, I
question.
don't like cookies and cream.
Who
ice cream.
spits and who swallows? Or do you care?
It doesn't matter at that point. You're eating fucking semen ice cream. It doesn't matter. It
Everybody's
does not
swallowing
matter.
if you're eating that ice cream.
But in general, like that semen and ice cream is the whole thing. But it just
When I was reading that, I genuinely thought for a minute that it was going to be breast milk. I was
Oh my
not expecting it to come from a different body part.
But again,
Reading it
spit
on my
or
friend's
swallow.
couch as I'm house sitting, like, oh God, no.
And that will always that made me think of when I was watching
Claire and I were making eye contact. there.
Yeah, like,
it made me think while watching Heated Rivalry
Mm.
and like the hookups, there was a lot more kissing and like gentle touches than I expected for them to be a casual hookup.
it was never casual for Ilya, but you know.
Or Shane. It wasn't casual for either one of them if you were actually like in the books.
But
Also like
yes.
so it translated in the show and I was like, but they're playing it off as like casual, but I'm like, okay, Ilya is the one that fucks around all the time. That is a lot of kissing and like gentle like touching and petting for it to be a casual hookup. Because I don't know about you guys, but my huck buddies and I like very little cuddling, very little petting, maybe occasional kissing, but mostly just fucking.
It was never casual for Ilya. I got that out of the show. And not that I thought that it was coming off as casual from Shane. I think Ilya just has more experience with it.
Right, and Shane was confused, but you could
Ilya
tell.
knew exactly what he was about, right?
Yes.
Like Shane, there was a little bit of kind of like uncharted waters there
For
because he
him.
hadn't slept with men before.
He hadn't slept. I came across as he hadn't slept with anybody.
I didn't think that he'd slept with anybody, but I didn't want to kind of
What
like.
is this thing? Because like I was reading Salt Kiss, and dude is supposed like done all this stuff, and he's supposed to be a virgin, and then not only is he a virgin, he's virgin with men, he's a virgin with women. And then the next thing you know, bam, they're getting it on like seriously.
Yeah, and you're like nobody does that
No.
well right out of the gate.
exactly.
No, not
Virgin
no.
sex is not that good
Even if you have
It's
someone
just
that knows
not.
what they're doing,
Yes.
like you're not. I don't think that's.
because you don't know what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Well, yeah, a good time is not quite the same.
But having
Okay.
it be enjoyable and know what you actually want to get out of it are two different things.
We were just fucking around, and it was a great time.
Blind leading the blind, though.
Well,
But he was
Maybe
experienced,
not for you, but
wasn't he? Yeah.
but
so,
the ex was not as experienced, but he was a musician, so that helped.
Yeah.
And watched a lot of fucking porn.
Wow.
And like
I'm not sure
the
that's a good way of
porn
learning.
That's
Yeah.
made for like the male. That's not like actually. No, he was watching more like.
For women porn?
Yeah, he was actually trying to watch stuff. I think to learn. And so
Don't recommend that, just saying.
no, but not like the porn, not like
Yeah.
the mass produced porn. It
Right.
wasn't that.
Yeah.
It was more like I guess what you would call it today, like ethical porn or the more of like the homegrown kind of actual. This
Yeah.
is what sex actually is like porn.
Well,
Yeah. trying to think of the name of it now because there was a site that did that, and I can't for the life of me come up with it.
And so I think that was what he was doing because it was never the experience was never like he got it from porn and it was not realistic at all. That was never what I experienced.
But porn is like superhero movies.
Yes.
Like none of it is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that wasn't my experience. But again, I get it. But no, yeah. Ilya fell first, but both of them had a lot of petting, and so I kept watching. It's like so the reason I had to read the books was like, okay, there's more to this. Just watching that first episode.
Yeah, there's a weird amount of intimacy to it
for the casual like hooking up.
Yes.
And
Shane in particular was like really trying to play it cool. He was trying real hard to play it cool, and he wasn't doing so great at playing it cool.
But he didn't understand that the extra kissing and the extra petting that was happening from Ilya was more than just what.
Well, he was just following Ilya's example, I think, right? And some people are just more affectionate like that, like. I think that's just a dynamic of their relationship. You know what I mean?
I started, again, that's why I read the books, but then watching episode 5 and just freaking the fuck out about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was also very much obsessed with Rose.
I love her. I love her.
I don't know who
she is the best beard. She is just like the best beard out there. And such an ally. So like Shane really needed someone who was very grounded. Like that, right? Who kind of like could have fun, but she could be grounded in it, and she wasn't irresponsible about it, right?
And
like,
the fact that they get that close and are that good of friends.
Yes, and their relationship ran its course, and they were like, I think you're great, and you think I'm great, but like,
let's be honest.
Let's just be friends, right? Like, kind of thing.
Well, it was more she had to come out for him.
Yes, yeah, she kind of did. She had to kind of be like,
dude,
okay, come on, buddy, like.
Yeah, Laurel, if you can, sneak some time.
Yeah.
When little Laurel's like asleep, if you guys just watch one episode. It'll suck
or
you
like
in.
watch it on your iPad or something like that.
With some headphones in.
Yeah.
Because it was fun. It did make me well up a little bit, but I also get weepy at Hallmark movies.
No, I remember watching it and being like, that is one of the most sex positive television shows I've seen in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Right? None of the sex felt like it was for the sake of being salacious or, for the shock factor or anything like that. They were really trying to stay true to the books and to the source material, and it was very much just like
it was very true to source material.
Yeah, it was very much just like, okay, this is what they're doing, and none of it felt vulgar. Like sometimes you watch stuff and it just feels like they're just having sex for the sake of sex, right? Like HBO does that a lot. You know what I mean? And this didn't feel like that. Like
this, if they continue the way I think it's going to be with a Crave via HBO kind of, which I think will keep it great. And if they keep the episodes like 6, because like for me, I had to stop watching True Blood.
Oh, I loved True Blood.
Because at the end, like how it ended, I'm just like, what in the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
it got a little much. Like the first couple, she doesn't end up with anybody. She ends up with like some normie.
Oh, I don't remember that part. That's not right.
I mean, I remember watching the first season of Game of Thrones and be like, I don't remember any of this shit in this book, right? There are just dicks and vaginas flying around everywhere, and everybody's fucking everybody else, and it's like, I knew what the plot was, and I knew that, like, sex was implied in the books, but it was not, like...
I got HBO just for True Blood, because I read all the books. Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah, I read all the books.
It was so bad Saturday Night Live made a joke about it. Like, genuinely. So, like, this didn't feel at all, like, gratuitous.
Did you not see the South Park?
Oh, no, I've seen the South Park.
About Game of Thrones.
I have seen the South Park. I have seen the Saturday Night Live sketch. Like, neither of them are wrong about how that first season went.
Oh, gosh. Douglas watched, I tried to get him to watch season 1. And the minute they started playing the song, he started singing the theme song, except he was singing the South Park version of it.
Oh, no.
Which was, I think, just said penis all the time.
Super raunchy, yes.
So...
Oh, Mr. Laurel and I watched all. Well, except for he was out of town for that last season, and he watched it without me.
The last season was not great.
I know.
Oh, the last season sucked. Just genuinely.
But we watched all the other ones together.
Yeah. I tried to get Dougie to do it, but the first time we tried to watch season 1 together, instead of watching the show, he ended up doing a deep dive into English history.
Oh.
Yeah, that checks out.
I'm like, okay.
Not that I don't like
that's in
English history, because
character.
I do.
That's in character.
No, but it's like he's trying to figure out how like it plays, because he takes from English history some of the stuff that happens, and so that was where he went.
George R. R. Martin firmly takes cues from it. It doesn't really actually have anything to do with like
No, but that's where his
medieval
brain
history.
went, and so he
Yes.
went down that rabbit hole, and then somehow instead of finishing Game of Thrones, ended up watching Vikings instead.
Oh, yeah.
Again, nothing
Also,
wrong with
We
Vikings.
had to watch that a little
That's
bit.
in character.
We had to watch that.
But I tried to get him to watch Game of Thrones. Got into the stupid rabbit hole watching about British history, and then pivoted
Only
and
into
ended up
that, but-
watching instead of Game of Thrones, got into Vikings. So
That must be just like that he veered off at the Anglo-Saxons or something.
I don't know how his
Yeah,
brain
but
works.
I don't know, man. I was a bigger fan. I had read all of the books by the time Game of Thrones came out. So like I was kind of the first couple of seasons were great, and then I started getting more and more disappointed. And the seventh season is just genuinely bad. It is just genuinely bad, right? And it's the source material is all there. There's no reason that you can't do it. And it's the same thing with The Witcher, right? Like now that I have read all of the Witcher books,
Oh, you got him started now.
I understand. I've been reading the books and I've played the video game at this point, and I understand why Henry Cavill left.
Fucking budget, Geralt.
Diet Geralt, but what I mean is the first season is great.
The only reason I was going to watch it was Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch the first like 2 seasons.
Claire
The
and
first
I
2 seasons.
and Dougie decided after a quote unquote game night cookout thing that we did, she was crashing, so we ended up watching the season 3, the last Henry Cavill season, and all of us were just like, "What is
The
happening?"
So
And then
that
you
was
go
it
and
for
then you go
him.
and read the books, and you're like, it didn't have to be this way. It did not have to be that way. It genuinely did not. The first season was great. The first season was going in a really good direction, and then it just went straight up off the fucking rails.
Can I bring up that thing I brought up at not to change the subject,
No,
but
it's fine.
at,
This is our
at
chaotic.
girls' night. But one of our favorite like YouTuber / Reels people was very into, and it was the Anglo-Saxon thing that reminded me, if you know who I know, what I'm talking about.
Book Goblin.
Yes. And
Elizabeth
I
Wheatley.
love her, but she went on a rant about how Bodice Ripper refers to rape, and I was like, no, absolutely not. My mom read Bodice Rippers my whole life, and it's just like ripping it off in the heat of passion. It refers to,
It was like
as far as I'm concerned, it refers to historical romance, not rape.
I think it depends in the context of Regency novels, right? But she's also not wrong.
I don't know. I've never ever heard anyone refer to Bodice Ripper as any non-consensual. Really, I mean, I don't know.
Think in
I think
history and in
I
reality
think she's-
maybe, but in romance
in books, it's
No.
It's normally a historical romance.
it's normally a historical romance. I can see how you could take that connotation out of it, but I always thought the Bodice Rippers are like the Fabio cover.
Yes,
Like
that our moms
romance,
read,
like the
and then-
'90s romances,
Like Johnson fell again. Sorry.
yeah, those like classic '90s romances, right?
Yes.
That were just very, oh Romeo, oh Juliet kind of bullshit, right? Like,
yes, I was.
I
just
never got the
shocked.
connotation of just like it was,
I think in the
Non-
context of romance novels, it's not. But I think I can see where she's coming from in the context of history.
I don't know. I'm not sure any history book I've ever heard called, because I love history, is
I
a
think
Bodice
she-
Ripper.
Yeah, I think Stina's
think
saying like history in general, right?
Well,
like
sure,
you would have
absolutely.
had to tear a woman's bodice off in order to. Well, but you
Yes,
would really have
but,
had
like,
to.
No, I don't know. I mean, but still, like most of it was forced in a very societal like way.
I mean, I see how you can
Not that
take
there
that.
wasn't rape, but I'm just saying like there.
I can see it both ways.
Whenever
so.
I say Bodice Ripper,
Same.
absolutely no
Yes.
connotation
In
for
our
that.
world, bodice ripper has everything to do with romance novels and nothing to do with sexual assault.
Yeah, but it's
or any
also,
of
but
that.
I would,
Exactly.
but I would also say that bodice ripper is a little bit of an old way of referring to like
It
the
is.
Regency romance.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Like our vernacular has changed, right? Like there are words that we as a society shouldn't, and most of us don't say anymore, right? Because they may carry a negative connotation, right? Or they're just not descriptive of it, and our vernacular changes. And I feel like that's kind of like
But
I haven't
think-
heard anything referred to as a bodice ripper in a very long time.
I have,
Right, yeah,
but I
no,
do a
neither
lot
have
of like a lot of Regency stuff.
Yeah.
and I don't know. Like I remember referring to any mass market romance novel when we were kids. Like our moms would read as that.
Well, yeah, because all of
But-
them were essentially Regency historical romance.
Most of them, I
books
guess, were.
at
But
that time. The
Yeah.
modern
mass market
smut
romance
hasn't
was
come out
any
until
smutty book was like a bodice ripper. But
you also have to think of it in the context of the 90s, right? Like we weren't having the same conversations about sex positivity and consent that we are now in.
yeah, I'm not
The
saying
fine year
that
of 2026,
none of them were
right?
iffy. But
No. I'm not saying none of them were iffy. I'm saying that none of them were. They generally did not come off as like out and out rape, but there may not have been like explicit consent. You know what I
Maybe.
mean?
it was the whole consensual non-consent.
Yeah.
is what it was.
It could have been perceived as manipulative, or it could have been perceived as heat of the moment, right? There was
Sure.
not like explicitly consensual, right? Which is problematic when you think about it, but you know, it's
World has changed.
the world
Yeah.
has changed, but also it is a responsibility of the reader to be aware of the themes of the book that they're going into.
And we have now like we have
adapt
all of our
accordingly.
books come with a trigger warning, and you can kind
Yeah.
of pick and choose
Yeah.
And like even the ones that we've read that we've talked about
what
that
bothers you.
weren't massive trigger warnings like Butcher and Blackbird were, we still talk about the fact, hey, just so you know, there is reference to this. Like we've talked
Yeah,
about it. We've
and
had
it's-
other books that have had that.
And I don't think that the 90s was I don't think that any of those books were necessarily romanticizing it at all. I
No.
think it was just kind of like that's just the way it was, right? It was just like,
Mhm.
oh, Heathcliff, oh, what's her bucket, right? Like let us lay down in the laurel and bang, right? Like
Hey now.
I don't know, man. I'm not the Regency girl, but
Yes.
like what I'm trying to get at is that like I think there was a little bit of like it just was the way that it was, right? You know, it's like you can go back and read the Lord of the Rings, and it's they subjugate the women a lot in it, but it was just kind of like that was J.R.R. Tolkien's world, right?
Right.
Like, and it's not that it doesn't have powerful women; it's that their voices are just not as loud as they would be maybe in a modern fantasy book,
Right, exactly.
right?
And like the evolution of Disney is a really great way to give the world a
yeah.
chance.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right? Like the things change and our vernacular changes, and how we understand themes change, and how we approach these themes change. Right? So like I can see where she's coming from, where a bodice ripper,
Right.
but like.
I don't know. I was shocked. I was just.
I can
No.
see where
But
she's
I
coming
think
from.
there's a little bit of squinting you have to do.
I don't think anyone says that term with that kind of like
No.
No.
with that
no.
intention.
No.
But I think where she's coming from isn't in how we use it today. Again, that's just
it's not. It's not. Bodice ripper does not imply non-con.
That's what I thought.
Like if you told me bodice ripper, I would be like, oh yeah, Regency romance.
Right.
Yeah.
With Fabio on the cover. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing. And again, even
Just
in
some
the
book stuff that I was like, it weighed on me because I was, I'm a historical romance person.
but
Yeah.
and the romances of the 90s are not what we're reading today.
Nope, they're not.
Well, but you also have to think of like Twilight is problematic if you really kind of think about
Oh,
that.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Kind of
like,
really, no, it
and,
is.
Like, and nobody's like, we need to burn all of our copies of Twilight.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I can understand, but there's a little bit of squinting that has to happen, and I think. I don't know how I'm trying to put this, right? Like you can find something problematic in anything if you look hard enough.
Yeah, and I don't think she's targeting like historical fiction readers. I think she's just saying
and maybe it's the words that she takes umbrage with, right? Which is fine, then call it fucking historical romance, right?
But she made
Like,
it sound like everyone that's a reader in book circles knows that's what you mean. And I was like, no, none of us think that's what you mean. No one.
I haven't seen that video, so who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
But anyway.
But that's
But
not where
again-
my head goes. Like I said, if you say
No.
bodice ripper, that is not where my head goes.
No.
It's
Exactly.
non-con.
But again, it's everybody has a different viewpoint,
Yeah.
so why not? I'm not gonna. That's hers. We love her, but hey,
Oh, yes,
you
we
can
do.
love some. Look, like you can love something and still not like the person behind it. Harry Potter's a great example. I love the books are near and dear to my heart.
Oh, I know.
That we know, and we won't go into detail about all of the issues
No.
around.
Yeah, but again, you can find problematic things in fucking Harry Potter too.
You can.
Like when you go back and look at it from the lens of like where J.K. Rowling is coming from, you're like, oh,
But if
yeah,
you
but
don't,
like you're not getting that when you're a 6th grader reading fucking
Right,
Harry Potter. You
exactly.
know what I
You're-
mean? And then you
you-
become an adult and you're like, oh yeah, but that's not okay. You know what I
you
mean?
get the but at this point, it's like any of the books we read as children,
Well,
almost, with
you
a
know,
few exceptions.
a lot of times, an author, they're like coming from the world they're in, and they're I don't know, less enlightened.
everything-
for
I
lack
don't
of
know,
a better
man.
term.
You can find something
They-
problematic in everything.
Yes,
like,
I mean-
Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, well,
yes.
yeah.
Like
Well, there was
any
like
of
a
the
whole
books-
thing about C.S. Lewis trying to like convert J.R.R. Tolkien to
Yes.
like.
But then there, Dr. Seuss.
Oh yes. Oh, he was genuinely not a good human.
No,
You know what I
and we
mean?
all did
I loved the
read Across
BFG.
America Week, and it was all themed on him and his birthday for years, and now it's
yes.
not.
Right. And
Yes.
So again, you can
But
like
things
the works.
we
and
we
not
un-
be
we
a fan
can.
of the person behind it.
Yeah, we learn more information about someone, and it's. I mean, Harry Potter was never my thing. I didn't love Harry Potter. I was not rabid about Harry Potter, so like I could kind of take or leave it. But I can understand
I always really
how people would have a hard time. Like kind of coming up with where J.K. Rowling was coming from and understanding who she is as a human now,
Right.
as opposed to like something that you really enjoyed and something that was like an escape for you
Right.
as a child.
Yeah. And
right.
for me, I've always been able to separate. For me, it's always been easy to separate the art from the artist. But again, I also came of age in the era of pro basketball when the Lakers were in their heyday and all of the stuff behind what happened in the early aughts.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah.
the later aughts too. with
I don't
it.
know, man. We live in a world where
Shit goes to
our
fucking
elected
shit.
leaders have been named in documentation, very problematic documentation, and nobody seems to give a flying fuck about it. So like,
Yes, this
you
is
know
a-
what? Like, get off your moral fucking high horse, man. Like,
right? Like,
our elected officials like children.
dude,
And
this
not in a
is-
good
This
way.
has started off as our most chaotic, and then
I'm
become
sorry.
whatever.
I'm
no,
sorry.
it's
Most
fine.
But I had
serious,
to go
like,
there because it's like
we started off chaotic, but this is what happens sometimes. It goes woke, and this is probably going to be the only.
the cooch kicks in. and-
Yes. Again,
We
as
get
much
going.
as we try to avoid, there's only so much you can do to avoid what's going on in the world.
Yes.
And
I'm
as
not-
much
I'm
as you
not-
want to escape, want to take a break from it, it's going to come into play.
I'm not trying to be political. I'm just saying that, like, we can't pick and choose our moralities.
Well, and we're all we're three very strong.
We
women
can't.
that
We
Yes.
can't ostracize one person and then not ostracize another.
Exactly.
Right.
And this
We
all
need to be
started
equal opportunity cancelers.
with
in this day and age.
the pro-sex gay smut that we started reading.
all of us in our own ways.
Also,
aren't
social media is literal fucking worst. So
we? yeah.
Fair.
This
This-
was
again-
this was so much easier when there wasn't social media and you couldn't just
Look,
tell people
there
what
is
you
a
thought.
reason
Exactly. You had to
my
look at them in the face.
Social media feeds across all of mine are carefully trained algorithms now only show sushi. Whatever rabbit hole I've currently ended up in terms of fan fiction, television, film, or books, and cute animals. Like
Oh.
all of my algorithms are
Yes.
that.
Mine have
Yes.
added cute animals. It apparently knows that I love porcupines munching on shit.
Yes.
And so it just gives me the because I need cute porcupines munching on shit.
Mine is currently filled with Hudson and Connor and sushi.
Oh, I have other stuff. I have lots of gardening. I have
And
lots
puppies.
of this and that.
Lots of puppies.
yes.
And lots of books and lots of that sort
Yeah,
of
I
thing.
do have a lot of the book stuff.
I
But
do
the
have
book
a lot of
stuff
book
is
stuff.
always there, but definitely mostly right now is heavy on the Heated Rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine does have a lot of political stuff, but
I try to avoid it because
that would be good because
I
like
get
it
a
just
lot of it
stresses you
from
out.
Yeah, I get a
Yeah.
lot of it from Dougie, so
Yeah.
it's just easier to not get too into the deep end
Yeah.
with it. For me, just with how my mental health is.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. Like, And shit gets shared, and you end up seeing it
Yeah.
anyway.
You do. And I just feel like, like we meet in person, just if, like, we're always all in the same room together. Like, we're looking at
Yeah.
each other. We're having a real discussion. We're not, like, in separate places.
This is
like,
why the throwing of the Johnson was
doable.
So unhinged today.
Yes. So, like, at least we're having, like, a real group in person.
Yeah.
And that's a lot better than being, like, on our FaceTime or Skype or something, or just,
Yeah.
and we can all drink the same thing
well, that too.
Yes.
and get escaped.
But we see each other. We, like, talk. We see facial expressions. We have bloopers. It's fun.
I have eyelashes that are driving me nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
I think you've lost a couple there on that.
Oh no, I know. I'm fine with losing them. I get
Yeah.
new ones on Tuesday, so I'm happy.
Yep.
But yeah, we oh my god, is it storming again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. I hate the Midwest sometimes.
Oh, poo.
Yeah. I hate this bullshit of us going from like 40-degree swings. Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
I
though.
walked the dog in sandals and a sweatshirt yesterday.
I was at a
and-
soccer game in my t-shirt and I was sweating in my jeans, and now we had sleet and
yeah,
thunder. Sleet thunderstorm thing.
thunder snow, thunder
Yeah,
sleet,
thunder snow? Yeah.
thunder something. It went on for so long earlier, right before I left, that I thought it was a plane.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I live close to the airport, and like sometimes you'll hear the planes.
We're in the
flying
flight
low.
pattern. Yeah.
We're in the flight path, and
So
like
am
we'll
I.
hear it, and like I'm standing in the living room, I'm like, what is that sound?
I'm part of that star
I'm
pattern
like,
or whatever.
surely it's a plane, and it just keeps going and going and going and going, and I was like, it can't be thunder. It was thunder, and it went on for a solid like 20 or 30 seconds.
I'm just lucky because my dog doesn't give a.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
Abelard doesn't care.
Athelstan is on anxiety medication.
He's a basket case. He's my favorite village idiot basket case.
Aw.
He had a great time at girls' night. He got all the cuddles.
He did. He got all the cuddles.
He sure did.
We had so much cheese.
Abelard came home and crashed, which was like totally necessary. Like, I'm missing the dog park real bad lately.
Dude, just bring him and party here. Have him party here. That'll burn
Well,
him
we'll
out.
probably have to do that a few times this
He
summer.
came?
Yeah, no,
He
we
did.
need to
No,
do
he
it more
did. But I mean, I'm
frequently
just gonna have to
'cause-
just like bring him over on a random weekend and just
Dude, just randomly
patio drink with you and let the dogs rage in the backyard.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I woke up one day and the dog.
yeah, you
he
just
was here.
get
And I
a
was like,
potato.
"Alright, the
Yep.
potato's here.
Minus the, counter surfing, I feel like I should bring Onyx.
Yeah. You could bring her. Well, there's usually food involved. Maybe we just need to do like a quote unquote
She's
dog
really
park
bad
day.
about that.
Doggy play date.
Yeah,
We can do
and
that.
just bring them all over and let them
Rage.
tear around the yard a little bit
She really enjoys
without
your big guy.
without like the barbecue aspect of it and the temptation of food.
Yeah.
She really does like.
Like we did the gardening day.
She likes galumping
Yeah.
with the big boy.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, she needs somebody her own size.
Mhm.
Sometimes.
Exactly. She does.
Yeah. Because why not?
Well, the cooch is starting to wear off.
Okay.
I know,
I
right?
think we're done.
We started chaotic
ranted.
and went
We
woke.
started chaotic and went woke, and
Oh, God.
now we're just tired.
We went through all our ups and downs. I think we're done for today.
I think we're good, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think we have plenty of content
yes.
for you to listen to.
I mean,
Hope you enjoyed.
we'll put a little disclaimer on the description. Be
Yeah.
like, look, this was a little bit more woke.
This one a
than we
little
were.
unhinged.
We started unhinged. We went a little woke. We didn't mean to.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't think anybody listening to this is under the impression that we're anything but.
Probably not.
Unhinged. Or
Yeah,
woke.
both.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, come on. Cheers, bitches.
Yes.
Go.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers, bitches.
We drank all the cooch. No, we didn't.
No.
We did not. There's
we
still
made
a
a
lot
dent.
of fucking cooch, man.
Oh, look, my ice looks
Come
like
help us
two
drink our
balls.
cooch.
They got together. Look, they got together.
They look like tits.
Oh, no, they look
They're
like
like-
testicles.
They look like two balls.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do, in fact.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Like, listen,
Bye.
and subscribe.
Yes.
Those
and
things.
do all of the things.